Please help me welcome the kind, hardworking, and charismatic Parker Hughes.
There's one thing I believe in, is the power of positive energy and the way a single person can change the mood of an entire room. For the past 2 years, I've made it my mission to bring that energy wherever I go to lift people up and create an atmosphere where everyone feels better. But what you might not know is that for a long time, I wasn't able to do that for myself. On the outside, you've probably seen my smile, heard my jokes, and noticed how I try to bring fun in every situation. But on the inside, I was fighting battles no one could see. Struggles with self-esteem, social anxiety, and depression. For those who knew me when I was younger, they'd probably say I haven't changed much. I was always playing sports, cracking jokes, laughing, and just trying to enjoy life. When I started 5th grade, things started well. I was my usual self, smiling, making jokes, doing well in class, and enjoying life outside of school. I started playing baseball for the first time and made the A team in my basketball league. In class, the students were divided into 2 groups, the green group for those who were ahead in subjects, and the yellow group for those who needed extra help. I was starting the green group with all my friends, but soon I began to struggle. Sometimes I felt like I was falling behind and that the teacher was singling me out, making me feel like I wasn't good enough. This hit my self-esteem hard. For the first time, I began feeling emotions I didn't know how to control. These emotions led to me being introduced to Dr. Sean, my therapist for the next couple of years. One day, my teacher pulled me aside and told me I was being moved to the other group. I was speechless. I just nodded and walked back to class slowly. I felt so embarrassed. When I entered the classroom, I grabbed my things and rushed out to the other room, hoping no one would notice, but they did, and I just smiled through my hurt as they asked me why I was leaving class. It was the first time I truly felt like a failure. That entire math class, I sat alone, trying to fight back tears. Meanwhile, I joined a new baseball team, but mentally I was falling apart. I forgot how to swing the bat and win entire season without a single base hit. I was broken. After practices, I'd often have breakdowns in my mom's car, hating baseball and myself. These struggles bled into everything I did. After graduating from elementary school, leaving my friends in school behind was hard, but I also felt a sense of relief, hoping middle school would bring some change. Starting at Henley was nerve-wracking, but I quickly made new friends and things started to improve. However, I hit another speed bump when I didn't make the basketball team again. I felt rejected and like I wasn't good enough. This feeling of rejection left me questioning my worth. At such a young age, all I wanted was validation, and especially I wanted to be good at basketball. I thought if I wasn't good at that, then what was I? Those feelings and questions would stick with me for a long time. Middle school for me was a time of contradictions. On one hand, I was always laughing with my friends, carefree, and seemingly happy. On the other hand, I was struggling with deep insecurities, acne, self-doubt, and the belief that everyone around me was better. I would laugh off my feelings to mask the pain, but inside, I was always battling fears that I wasn't good enough. Despite these struggles, I found an outlet in baseball. After a rocky start, I found my rhythm as a pitcher, and later a hitter. Baseball would become a symbol of how far I could push myself, especially when I soon faced the challenges of the pandemic and the sudden change of schools. When my mom told me I wouldn't be returning to Henley, I was shocked. I thought I was doing fine, but looking back, I wasn't. I had no goals and no direction. That realization led to my transfer to Miller. At Miller, things weren't easy, especially when my mom signed me up for basketball. I was terrified of being half the size of everyone else in the gym, but I found the strength to push through. Basketball became the turning point for me. I formed strong friendships with my teammates and others, connected with teachers, and grew in confidence and began to feel at home. For the first time in years, I felt like I had a purpose, and those old dark feelings disappeared, as well as my time with Dr. Sean. However, freshman year was anything but smooth. I struggled on the court, falling short of my own expectations, and in the classroom where I felt disconnected and overwhelmed. I often shut down, breaking down in class, and withdrawing from those around me. Sophomore year was even harder. Illness kept me off the court. For the first time, I didn't feel like a basketball player or anything at all. Despite having friends, I felt isolated and directionless. On my 16th birthday, I sat alone in my room, unable to shake the feeling of failure. I hated how lost I felt, constantly comparing myself to others, drowning in a voice that wasn't my own. That night, I broke down in tears, and everything I built up seemed to collapse. I distanced myself from people I cared about, blaming myself for the growing gap. By the end of sophomore year, I felt drained and unsure if Miller was the right place for me. Then in the summer, Coach Jack reached out, inviting me to travel with the team. I barely played, but something in me reignited. That trip gave me the push I needed to return for my junior year. Junior year was all about commitment. I embraced the grind, 6 a.m. practices, lifts, and late nights. It was tough, but basketball and my teammates helped me grow, both mentally and physically. When we won the state championship that year, I only felt felt regret, knowing I had more to give. That summer, I dedicated myself fully, earning the role of team captain. After all the early struggles, winning a Miller State title my senior year brought no regrets, just pure fulfillment. It was a picture book ending to my high school career. Through these dark times, I learned how dangerous it is to dwell on past mistakes or hard times. Many people, no matter their age, get stuck in the past and feeling like failures. But we can't let failure define us. Life doesn't stop, and we have to keep moving forward towards freedom. I believe that true freedom comes from forgiveness. Forgiveness takes time, but I believe we can practice it and grow closer to it. I've learned to trust myself to get through tough times, and every day I try to live by that. Life is hard for everyone, but we don't have to let negativity and division define us. We have the power to choose kindness, compassion, and understanding, to lift each other up and create a world filled with hope and unity. Now, I want to thank those who have greatly supported me during my time at Miller. I want to thank Casey, Jackson, Lily, Naomi, and Isaac for being my first friends at Miller and showing me it was truly the right place for me. I'm so proud to see the people you're all becoming, and I wish you all the best in the future. To my senior class, thank you for being the best group of people I could ever ask to graduate with, and you've easily performed the best senior speeches throughout my many years on the Hill. I'm proud of all of you, even if we aren't close, and proud of the people you're all becoming. Mr. P, thank you for being the best advisor I could ask for. Through all the hard times, I knew I could always count on you to talk to you about anything. No matter what the situation was, you never doubted my character and who I am as a person, and I'm always grateful for that. Thank you for everything, Mr. P. I hope one day, and I don't know how, I can pay it all back. To all my coaches, Codal, from day one, you believed in me, not just as a player, but as a person. Watching me transition from basketball coach to full-time teacher has been one of the most selfless and honorable things I've ever witnessed. Your dedication to this community runs deeper than you may realize, and Miller is beyond like an ad. Colby, there's never been a time where I felt like I couldn't come to you about anything. You've always been such a great influence on me, whether it's helped me grow as a basketball player or even as a Fortnite streamer. And the truth is, you deserve just as much credit as anyone for the back-to-back state championships. Coach Jack, you've changed my life in more ways I never could have imagined. Your ability to bring out the best in everyone you work with is nothing short of inspiring, and it's the biggest reason I've found my passion for coaching. I can only hope one day to become half the coach you are. I can't wait to come back and visit, to see how the program continues to grow, and to watch Benny and Simon grow up. Thank you for everything. I always look up to you all. Mr. Adeline, I didn't play on the soccer team. I haven't taken any of your classes, and to be honest, I'm not even sure what subject you teach. However, in your short time here on the Hill, I've had some of the most meaningful and genuine conversations with you. That alone speaks volumes about the kind of person you are, not just as a teacher, but as a father, a coach, and a mentor. Miller is truly lucky to have you. To all my teammates, it's hard to put into words how much you all mean to me. I truly couldn't have done it without you. From staying up till 2 a.m. on the senior trip, making fun of each other, to barely surviving 44s out of practice, I've never felt more connected to a group of people. I'm beyond grateful for the memories and friendships we've built. I'm so proud of all of you, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. And to my younger teammates, Amari, Jaden, and Paxton, the impact my older teammates had on me through both the good and the bad was something I'll never forget. That's why I was so excited for the chance to give that same experience to you all. I wanted to be there for you, the way my teammates were for me, to support you, challenge you, and show you how much you belong. I'm proud of all of you. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Senor Lam and Senor Reyes, thank you for helping me find my passion in Spanish. I enjoyed every second of every class throughout the past 3 years, and I hope to grow into a strong, fluent speaker in both your honors. Thank you both for everything. Dr. Moore, thank you for all you've done. I've enjoyed our meetings more than you could ever imagine, and truly, Larry Bird was a hell of a player. To all my teachers I couldn't name in the Miller community, thank you for always accepting me for who I am and looking out for my best interest. I haven't always been the easiest person to work with, but you all never gave up on me, and I'll forever be thankful for that. I always look back at my time here as some of the best days of my life, and I'll never forget what the school has given me during my 5 years on the Hill. To my beautiful mother, thank you for being my best friend, my role model, and my hero. You've sacrificed so much for me, and I'll always be grateful for that. Your love, strength, and unwavering support have shaped me to the person I am today. There's a reason why anyone you interact with easily loves you. You're the most funny, friendly, caring, compassionate person I'll ever know. No matter what challenges I face, you've been right there believing in me, even when when I've struggled to believe in myself. I'm beyond lucky to have you as my mom. I love you more than words can say. My dad, you're the hardest working person I'll ever know. Thank you for all your hard work and sacrifices to help support the family in my future. I hope one day I can become half the father you are and support my family like you have for ours. I also hope one day you stop working so damn hard and take mama more vacations when I'm gone. I love you. To my sister Casey, thank you for becoming an engineer and making a lot of money and giving me the option of freedom if I took it. For all you engineers, stay on it and it'll work out if you push through it. On a serious note, you've turned out to be a great sister and I'm proud of everything you've accomplished. I love you. Before I dismiss you all, I want to share this message. In 2 months, I'll be leaving Miller, but until then, I'll do everything I can to bring kindness and compassion to this community. The school has given me everything, and I want to give back. I may not change the world in 2 months, but I can make a difference being a friend, a leader, and a voice for what makes this place so special. No matter how much time we have left here, let's choose kindness, let's choose each other, and let's make sure that when our time here ends, we leave knowing we gave it everything we had. Thank you all for listening. Happy Tuesday, happy April Fool's Day. You're all dismissed.